got much of a defense at all. I am shocked that we didn't get a conviction in this case. I mean, that video is so clear. I think what might have happened here in this case is either the judge who gave them the information regarding the laws and the stipulations of the laws might have done something wrong, for all I know. All right, maybe the district attorney didn't go across, didn't make his case good enough. The fact is that we had 11 jurors that were for conviction, all right, and 1 against it. That's the problem with juries. You know, you never know how people are going to think. You know, to me and to any police officer watching this video and watching this trial, you got to say to yourself, this is a bad shoot. All right, this officer needs to go to jail for what he did. I don't know what was going through with his mind when he fired at that man who was. I've been in that situation.
You said you've been in this situation. You said,
oh yeah,
a million times. It was really
I've been in this
situation. So what do you think the root problem was here? Was it bad training? Was it because he said he was in fear, and oftentimes that's what happens in these cases. Most times I was in fear. I was in fear of my life, and that's why I did what I did.
Right. But it's clear it was, you know, he might have been in fear in his own mind, but still, even if he was in fear in his own mind, he did not have, the law says you cannot shoot at a fleeing felon. All right? It's basically, you know, he did not have a weapon in his hand. All right? The fact that even in the video, Officer Slager went back and picked something up and put it down, down near the body. I mean, you could see clearly, even the way he's trying to articulate in the trial exactly what his fear was. I'm sitting there, I'm listening, I'm going, what the hell is this guy talking about? You know, nothing makes any sense to a police officer that's been through this type of thing before.
Yeah, does this show the difficulty, Laura, in convicting an officer in these types of cases?
Absolutely. I mean, you have Supreme Court precedent that allows a lot of deference to officers to tell them to define what to them is a sense of fear, what's reasonable for that officer. And as Harry's talking about, as anybody with eyes saw the videotape looks at and sees a man 18 feet apart from the officer when he's first shot, it's hard to believe that there's actually reasonable fear. But still, not only does the Supreme Court give that deference, everyday civilians on the jury will also say to themselves, I've got to believe a different narrative here. Now, that seems very at odds with what we actually believe in our common sense, and that's why it's so frustrating. Because remember, Don, reasonable doubt has to first be reasonable. It's not beyond all shadow of any scintilla of evidence. It's what's reasonable here. And I think it's very clear that it was not a reasonable defense, but them's the breaks when it comes to juries. You have to have unanimity. And frankly, in this case, I think with a new trial, perhaps a new jury, and perhaps in the federal trial that's coming up, you will be able to achieve that one way or the other.
Laura, Joel, and Harry, thank you very much. I appreciate it.